Hi everyone, welcome back to RevBuzz. So today we have the Hyundai's only 7-seater SUV in India, the Hyundai Alcazar. So let's see what it has got for us. Hyundai Alcazar is the latest offering by the car maker in the SUV lineup. So how well does the new 7-seat SUV feels like? Let's find out. Talking about the exteriors, the Hyundai Alcazar gets a similar styling like its sibling, the Creta. The face is derived from the Creta, but upon closer inspection you can spot the differences. The big grille now gets chrome-studded design and it holds the Hyundai logo proudly, and under the Hyundai logo you get a camera that's used for 360-degree view of the car. The split headlight setup gets daytime running lamps and the headlight unit is placed in the lower part. The turn indicators are placed quite low with the fog lamps. The lower portion of the bumper gets skid plates to give much needed SUV-ish appeal to the Alcazar. The side profile is where the most noticeable changes appear. The Alcazar looks long and the large rear quarter glass area really helps enhance its looks. Alcazar gets catchy looking 18-inch diamond cut alloy wheels that look very attractive while in motion. Tire size on this one is 215/55 R18. There's also a footboard which is not much functional and wasn't really required because the car is not that high off ground. The ORVMs get turn signal indicator and also houses a camera because that too helps the 360-degree view. On the fender, you get the auto badging since this variant gets automatic transmission. Let's check out the rear end of the car. The rear end of the Alcazar is differently designed. It looks quite simple and clean and it carries understated elegance. Tail lights are large and get LED units that add to the premium looks of the Alcazar. But the turn signal indicators and the reverse lamp are not LED ones. Between those tail lamps sits a thick chrome bar that houses Alcazar lettering. The bumper gets black cladding with a lot of design elements. The lower half gets reflectors on either sides and there's skid plate to add the rugged appeal to the Alcazar. There's also twin-tip exhaust that further enhances the looks of the car. Overall, the Alcazar carries a lot of Creta in the way it looks, but it overall looks quite decent and attractive. Stepping inside the Alcazar and you would instantly recognize this cabin because this interior design is from the Creta. Color scheme may not suit to everyone's liking because of the brown and black combination. The big 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system dominates the dashboard. The infotainment unit on the Alcazar is a control center for almost all the vehicle-related settings. This has been updated and it gets Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and Hyundai BlueLink, and what's great is the fact that this system is standard across all the variants. The Alcazar gets 64 color ambient lighting wherein you can choose your favorite color from this color palette. It's a first in segment feature that really uplifts the whole vibe of the cabin during night drives. Amongst the long list of features, the Alcazar also gets an air purifier to maintain healthy air quality level inside the car, and it can be controlled via the infotainment system. Moving downwards, and there are both wireless charger and a dedicated USB charging point available. On the center console, you get to see a dial that controls the drive modes. It gets 3 drive modes: Eco, Comfort and Sport. And 3 traction control modes: snow, sand and mud. Next comes the electronic parking brake with auto hold function. Then there's the view button that brings up 360-degree view of the car. It's a very handy feature that helps maneuver the Alcazar in and out of tight spaces. Steering wheel of the Alcazar also holds various buttons to control the infotainment system and to toggle certain car-related settings. There's also a blind spot monitoring camera that displays blind spot view as you turn on the indicator on either sides. One more interesting feature is the extendable sun visors. When you put the sun visors on side, it can be extended to add additional shade from the sun. The overall fit and finish of the interior is good, but the dashboard could have had some soft touch plastics to further enhance the premium feel inside the Alcazar. Glove box is decently sized too, and it gets cooled function as well. Alcazar also offers a huge panoramic sunroof that really adds to the premium and airy feeling inside the cabin. The backseat space and comfort of the Alcazar is just amazing. You get good amount of headroom, and legroom is great too because the seats can be moved back and forth. You also get a sun blind to keep the sun away. There's this tray table with cup holders that further enhances the sense of comfort inside the Alcazar. In the 6-seater configuration, the Alcazar offers a unique central armrest for the second row passengers. It gets a deep storage space, twin cup holders, and the segment first wireless charger in the second row of seats. The biggest highlight of the Alcazar is the third row of seats. The third row is quite tight on space and would be best suited for young kids. Seating 2 adults will only be feasible for short journeys due to restricted space. Third row of seats get their own AC vents with fan speed regulator, a USB mobile phone charger, and cup holders. Boot space in the Hyundai Alcazar is decent too. It can hold in good amount of luggage on the go. There's also a toolkit under the boot, and the third row of seats can be folded down to increase the cargo space further. Well, without any further delay, let's get to the driver's seat. The powertrain which we drove is the diesel automatic version, which would most likely be the highest selling powertrain, especially with such crazy fuel prices around. The vehicle is powered by a 1.5-litre engine, making 115 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. As soon as you start the vehicle, the first thing you notice is the refinement. No vibration and no noise is evident, thus giving it almost petrol-like refinement. As you start driving, initial acceleration up to 50 to 60 km per hour is decent, but over that it starts losing a bit of steam. The motor is very drivable as it has almost zero turbo lag and the power delivery is extremely linear. City drivability of the Alcazar is its strong point. Visibility is great all around, and with such a smooth engine you can confidently maneuver it in the city. The transmission is a smooth shifting unit and you can manually take control of things by paddle shifters, which becomes necessary while overtaking. Also, the sport mode holds the gear for longer. Alcazar with 7 on board could possess a problem, especially on a slope. As previously said, Alcazar is a city-friendly vehicle, and its power steering is also tuned in the same way. It is extremely light at parking speeds. You can turn it even with your finger. As the speed increases, it gets heavy and nicely weighs up. Being an electronic power steering, it lacks feel, but some artificial weight is added to counter that. At highway, it's best to cruise in the Alcazar rather than make it a corner creator. Suspension setup in my books is the strongest point of the Alcazar. Not because it offers good handling, but because of the comfort on offer. In the day where everyone is running after handling, we have just forgotten how a comfortable suspension used to feel like. The car absorbs everything no matter what speed you are cruising at. There are no jerks or abnormal noises while doing so. The rear seat passengers will surely appreciate this comfortable ride quality. And the 6-seater version with all its amenities will definitely become a good chauffeur-driven car. Also, a point to note is, when doing quick lane changes due to soft suspension, there is some body roll. But you don't feel like the car may lose its line, it just floats along. The Alcazar is offered with 4-disc brakes, which is a necessity, we believe, for such a big vehicle. The brakes offer good stopping power. With 7 on board, you will surely not lose the confidence in braking as the ABS is well calibrated. Brake pedal feels like a massive upgrade from the spongy brake pedals that were seen on Hyundais from the past. The brake bite is positive and it will stop in its line, of course with some nosedive. The Hyundai Alcazar is a 7-seater SUV which I feel has been specially designed for the rear occupants in mind. The rear armrest console for the 6-seater is something which you use and simply wonder why is this not offered on all such cars. Also, the amenities at the back are unseen for the price range. It drives good, packs an endless list of features, and can seat 7. It is for sure going to give stiff competition to the cars in this price range. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RevBuzz to never miss any updates.